All right, Sean Battle. You're doing the whole KIND DJing thing. It's not quite funky enough to be funky stuff, but we're getting there. We're getting there. The groove's getting back. Got chiropractor next door to my ketamine therapy, so I'm gonna go out there and get my shit popped all nice and good. I got a treatment Monday, and that'll be dope. And then Wednesday is when I'll go for my treatment and chiropractic. Crack, crack. And that should be fucking cool. And then hopefully, I mean, because my muscles be complete right now, they are so fucking tense. But after I fucking the ketamine, it's a sedative. Even when I told the doctor, because I didn't think anything was gonna happen today. I wanted it to. I wanted my neck to pop because it's been so much pain. I could tell by the moves he was doing that it's gonna. It just needs those muscles to not be. Right now they're like fuck you, no. You know, they're just like no, they're not. Just no. Okay, I get it. There's just certain things that have been just yeah. Anyways, yeah. Okay, I get it. all my all my life I've had trouble accepting help. I've wanted help, but there was never really anybody there. You know, I wanted to play with people. There was never anybody really wanted to hang out. Whatever. I'm not. Whatever. I'm just. But because of that, that's how I'm. That's why I'm who I am. I'm just explaining. I'm not trying to. Nothing. So. So. That's who I am and why I have a hard time accepting help. But that's one thing I've been trying to do, like especially with my mom, because like I mean she's what do they call that? Enabler. She's an enabler. Means well, but she loves you so much that like I said, if I were called her right now and say, "Mom, I've been lying this whole time. I'm on heroin. I need $50 right now," she'd probably drive it out here right now. Okay, but then we're getting you into rehab. Yeah, sure, but I gotta get fixed right now. She'd be out here. It's kind of like when I got done. I was just I was coming out of the ketamine therapy. I was staying at her place, and I don't know. When I woke up, I was doing stuff, and I was just like, yeah, it's just blah blah blah, and like it's just the thing about in my life that everybody's ever said that they're gonna be there for me, they just never are. And she kind of turned her back and kind of whatever, and I could feel her getting sad. I'm like, the difference is, you never said you'd be there for me. You just always are. That's the difference, mom. So she never said I'll always be there for you. She never said that. She just always is. And I know it. She's awesome. She's awesome. But yeah, I mean that's the reason I am who I am. If you look back at my younger days, you'll see like a lot of pictures of me hanging out, like hiding behind her legs and stuff. Because like I mean, I didn't want to hide behind my dad because he was drunk, abusive, alcoholic. If you leave him alone, you're less likely to piss him off. So you learn how to read people and whatever. And my mom was always doing stuff like sewing and cooking. That always fascinated me. That she'd go in the kitchen because they had one of those doors that shut. So like 3 or 4, and she'd go in there, and then she'd come out. It's fucking food. I don't know what's going on in there. What kind of fucking magic is happening on the other side of that door? I remember being like 4 and like, actually probably about 4 or 5 and asking like, because I mean, now I'm cooking, I mean, I'm eating more adult food. Like, how the fuck are you making all this awesome food? This just just wonderful. And that's how I wanted to sit. So I got up there on the like little stool and I just sat and watched how she made everything. Okay. That's why I cook the way I cook now. Because I watch all the stuff. My spaghetti sauce is the way it is because it's my own. But I had everything down. I just couldn't figure out why the fuck it didn't taste quite right. And then my mom says, I think she said, "Did you add any sugar?" And I was like, "There it is. No, I don't. I don't add sugar." It's like, yeah, because of the acidity. And as soon as I put it in, I just had to measure out how much. And fucking exactly what I like. Yeah. Well, it did piss me off a little bit because I was trying to get my family to eat. I'm getting some music. You chill out. I was trying to get my family to let me, because I cooked dinner for the whole family. I was making spaghetti, like, hamburger, noodles, blah, blah, blah. Follow the recipe, or not, at least, whatever. For a family of 5, since I was like fucking 10 or 11. I don't know. I was pretty young. I was in middle school. Yeah. Anyways, it doesn't matter. So I was trying to get them to let me add chicken instead of burger. Oh no, no. I'm telling you, man. I think it's gonna be really good. I think it's really gonna be good. And I'm like, what about chicken parmesan? I'm like, oh, that's like, okay, whatever. So when I got my own apartment, the first thing I did, the first night, made a big ass bowl of spaghetti. And I got some leg quarters and I fried that. I mean, pan seared the chicken and cut it off the bone. Put in the fucking sauce and just stirred it in there, and like I had my mozzarella cheese all over the noodles, and then put that in Parmesan on top of that. Just sat back in victory as that shit was delicious. And I called my mom. I'm like, you remember that? Like, yeah. I was like, yeah, it was awesome. I made it last night. It was fucking fantastic. It was incredible. And then about 3 nights later, I was over there at her house, and she's like, "Yeah, you got to try this sometime." I was like, "What's that?" And she's like, "I don't remember who told me, but instead of hamburger," and I'm like, "Oh, that's too far." That was me. That was you. That was me. That's too far. I was begging you guys and said, "That's too far. That's too far. It's too far, Mom." Somebody. I don't remember who. You remember me at? Oh! Ma, you're killing me. Let's get some music going, man. How about that? You guys done some dirt clod fight? 'Cause I do.
Everything is added up to one. God only knows.
lifeless dead. Well, now, what do we think about that, huh? That was a very mellow tune. That last one from Red Sea Fire. Cipher. That was the one there. Yeah, that really acoustic song. That last one we just listened to. That was Cipher by Red Sea's Fire. Before that, there was a cover of Long Gone Day by Geardma, my band, and which is just me. Not to be confused with Troth. Oh! We gotta play some Troth here next, I think. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, show you the difference. Before that, there was Dirt Cloud Fight with Hunting Lesson, off of the Hunting Lesson album, Where To Went. So, if you're interested in any of those, they're all online. I got permission from, I actually know Phil Merwin. It's like it's really cool. I got to meet one of the inspirations of my entire career. Him and his brother Fred. I think they're twins. They came to town in like '93. Just fucking, I was stoned as shit. Blew my fucking mind. It changed everything. You know what I mean? It changed everything about what I was doing. I really wasn't into Sabbath at the time, but that I was, and I kind of got the lesson, the hunting lesson. There's one that's called "The One That Killed Him." Like as I was listening to it, I was like, "This is what music's about." When it goes out of the fucking, it's got like a dark area, and then goes into this lift. It's just like that's what music, but it still doesn't change like feel. It changes the emotion of the song, but I think I believe I am diseased. Right as it goes into that fucking thing, it's just really beautiful lift. I'm like that. I remember like being like, this is what music's about, man. It's fucking great. So I actually wrote him on Facebook. I talked to him and asked him if I could use it. He said, yeah, I could use hunting lesson, and there's another one I'm going to check out for too long. It means so much. Have you ever been, like, you know what I mean? Like the band so much that it means so much, you're kind of afraid to listen to anything else in case it's not good. That's what's keeping me from listening to Toadies. Because that fucking CD, Rubberneck, is a motherfucker. Holy shit. My son even liked that, dude. I come from the water. It weren't no easy thing. You know what? I feel like listening to some Troth, and it's my show. And I can do that if I wanna. Let's start off with The Suffering. Go to Blood on the Sky, and then Believe.
Scream
All right, so it takes me a little to get back to used to it. Every time I do every treatment I do ketamine, it's rebooting the system. It's getting better. It's getting easier. I almost plowed into the. You're in this cubicle. It's basically an office, but they set these little rooms. I don't know if you ever do it. For me, um, I go in. There's like a little snack area in case you need something, but they recommend you don't eat before. Just liquids, which is cool. I like it. If you do throw up, I hate throwing up junk yet. I'd rather throw up liquid, but I haven't thrown up yet. Some people get sick with it. I haven't got sick with it at all yet. Weird thing is, throughout the day, sometimes I'll get nausea, but and I always feel like, okay, maybe that's from. I just have the feeling because the first time I walked in there, it didn't feel that familiar. Chris, the lady behind the counter, told me I could sit in the Northern Lights room because there was in it right then. It's normally usually busy, and so Saturday it's a dark room. And they got these really trippy lights on the ceiling and stuff like that. I'm like this. As soon as I sat in the chair, I was like, this is way too familiar. Matter of fact, and yeah, the little fucking pull chair for like reclining was right there. Like the heat. Yeah, okay. So like I sat up, I was like, this is freaking me the fuck out because like it's just way too familiar. And so she goes to do the tester with me back in the back. She's like, come on back to the back, let's do the tester. So I'm like, okay, cool. And she's like, go ahead and I can look at the line of this ceiling meets, and then crossways from right hand to left. And then the other one just. But as soon as I put my head back to do this, I was like, I saw the room go like, I could see the room regular, but I could see the room dark, and I could see at least like two more times of it. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is fucking weird. It's like deja vu, deja vu, deja vu. You know what I mean? It was very fucking weird. And I've been in that chair every time since. The Northern Lights is not always taken up, but she's always like, yeah, just go get your chair. And so, yeah. No, she actually offered a couple times, But was it the first one? Yeah, the first one. Um, people want to. She said that people often want to dose with her, because you know, they're in a weird space, and she's probably like, "Sure you are," and I probably like a journal, you know what I mean, and shit. So I was like, "No, I'm fine. I'll be," I like to trip by myself, when I'm doing acid because people just tend to bring me down. I'm in that disassociated state of mind where I can just think and think and think and process. Difference is I can see some of it there. You know what I mean? I can process some of the shit for real. So, you know what I mean? That's what hallucinations are. You processing and witnessing the impossible and the unreal. No eye has actually seen that. I read something today. Oh, it's interesting. It was I was sitting around and I was digging through my bag looking for stuff to do. I was listening to my music and I just got out of the chiropractor and I was waiting for a few more minutes and I looked at my Bible and one of the pages was kind of crumpled. I said it that way so it wouldn't kind of split open, but now it just seemed like something like sat on it, so I pulled it out. I was trying to set it right and trying to fold it out, make sure there was, there's no damage to it. I'll probably sit the other way for a while until it lays flat. Or maybe get a hardback. I got a hardback, I'm sure. Yeah, I've got several copies. I was like, maybe it's on purpose. Let me see what it's got to say. And it was all red letter. I'm like, oh yeah, let me read this shit. I was like, yep. Yeah. Like, that's the thing about the people that we uplift and say, like, nowadays we're like, well, like Michael Jordan, like, oh, so just because you admire them does not make what they say true. Even if it's true to your life, does not make it true. But what Yeshua, that's why I believe it, because what Yeshua said, it's still true. Just treat everybody like you want to be treated. True. follow the Bible, which doesn't limit you. It really doesn't. It doesn't limit you in the way that people think it does. They say Jesus never spoke about homosexuality, but he did. He did. It's in there. He said he didn't care. Some are born eunuchs, some become eunuchs, and some are made eunuchs of men. It's all in the word eunuch. And it's all in reading the word, what's there. He did cover it. He did talk about it. Just because you don't know what a eunuch is, this is the kind when she's like wanton murders. I don't know what wanton murders are, but I don't want to be part of it. Wanton. Wanton. She's scolding from the Bible and can't pronounce the things in it. That's not a disgrace to you? I don't know what wanton murders are, but I don't want anything to do with it. Bobert? Yeah, I gotta go. We're done. Whatever was going on here, we're done. We're done. No, you continue, and you and your, flock. Go into the pit. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. It's your soul to fuck off if you want to fuck it off. Go fuck it off. Imagine that. God gives everybody an unlimited amount of life. And you get to choose how much of it you get to spend. Not by this, not even by this physical constraint here. You're spiritual. You know what I mean? The thing that's guiding and guarding this vehicle. Getting too heavy? Should I get back to the music? Yeah. That's what I was saying. You know what I was saying? I know you suckers. You know what I know about you suckers?
I know you sucker been waiting a minute to bounce. To the people in the club that wanna show me love. To the girls on the dance floor shaking that thing. To the thugs in the background holding up your setting now. Now break the beat down and take it to the top and I told you one before, I ain't never ever gonna stop. See the girls on the side, girl, make that coochie pop. In the boats, hit it with threes, man, the record taking over in the ocean, almost everything. Hang with chickens like to scream my name, hanging with thugs, I like to bust them things. Nobody wanna stop me, but they can't, cause the people run the pain. When it's the real, brother wanna pack the steel, I pull it out, cock it back, showcase the skill. Stand alone from an enemy, second one of us and me, better be prepared for the heat. 3 point, you done messed up now. I'll be the second when I blast to the ground, cause I'ma take you out. Just go to war with them, but I'm wild. And up to the south, we about to go all out. Cause my nation, dictation, be wasting you bustin' snitches and clowns. Take it, 3 point to the nation now. All the people in the club, all the people in the car, even sitting at work, all the in the corner, all the in at home, all the in the club, all the people at work, all the people on the corner, all the people in the club, all the people in the car, even sitting at work, all the in on the corner, all the people at home, all the people in the club, all the people in the car, all the people in the world.
A bounce. Keep on popping, dropping, baby. Show me what you working with. Clap them cheeks and move and make your booty just bounce a bit. Every girl got a lot about it, got a lot of boo-boo with her. Like the way she working with, just get into it. Wish she get into it. She been moving the truck and they moving the body and the midget girl having them, making them wonders. They be looking like what the hell going on. We should get them on the stage, we stop them back and bounce our booty to this song.
Bow. All the people in the club, all the people in the car, even sitting at work, all the in the corner, all the in at home, all the
down the trees. Water up above the rooftops. Power that will bring me to my knees. There's a storm on the horizon, and lightning flashes in the sky. I don't want to run for shelter. Wanna see with my own eyes, yeah. Please don't run away from me. Please don't run away from me. I'm looking for redemption on the wings of a flying cross. Can you leave me up to touch it before the light of day is lost? Please don't run away from me. Please don't run away from me. I'm waiting for an answer to a question I don't know. Can you wrap your arms around me for the cold winds blow? Please don't run away from me. Please don't run away from me.
Alrighty then, that was Craig Martin with Little Bird. And before that, I don't know, Stoned. Hope you enjoyed it. That was Hurricane by Goff. Lyrics by Rob. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna tune up and then I'll play something. Give myself plenty of time. This is my brother playing Merry Christmas, Don't Wanna Fight Tonight. Ramones cover.
Where is Santa at this way? Tell me why is it always this way? Where is Rudolph? Where is Dixie, baby? Merry Christmas, Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. All the children are tucked in their beds. Sugar plum berries dancing in their heads. Snowball fighting, it's so exciting, baby. I love you and you love me. That's the way it's got to be. I love you from the start, 'cause Christmas ain't a time for breaking each other's heart. Where is Santa at his sleigh? Tell me why is it always this way? Where is Rudolph? Where is Dixie, baby? Merry Christmas, Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. All the children are tucked in their beds. Sugar plum berries dancing in their heads. Snowball fighting, it's so exciting, baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. I love you and you love me. That's the way it's got to be. I love you from the start, 'cause Christmas ain't a time for breaking each other's heart. Merry Christmas, I don't wanna fight tonight. Merry Christmas, I don't wanna fight tonight. Merry Christmas, I don't wanna fight tonight with you. Merry Christmas, I don't wanna fight tonight. Merry Christmas, I don't wanna fight tonight. Merry Christmas, I don't wanna fight tonight with you.
Alrighty then. Let's see about filters. Tell me why is it always this way? Let's do yeah, put a little bit of reverb on that. Put a little stank on that, would you? Would you put a little stank on my cheese, please? Sure enough. Is it coming out as loud as I hope it is? It's hitting the compressor hard. I don't know if it's actually anyways. Eight is a cicada. Right, Tom?
Time that ain't never been. The walls are
house below is where she'd begin. The walls ain't getting further and stones wearing thin. We made her cicada, she puts on her skin. Ooh, Box full of death. This is geared myself my last album, No Effects. That's not my last, it's gonna be the end of the album comes I got a box where I keep my medicine. Rest I sing for a real good time, oh, but just an early grave. 'Cause I just wanna feel alright, and I just wanna sleep through the night, and I'm starting to feel again. One more dose of medicine. I saw the demon today. They wouldn't sell me anymore. They said I had enough to play, but they're not the ones trying to score now, are they? 'Cause I just wanna feel alright, and I just wanna sleep through the night, and I'm starting to feel again. So one more dose of medicine. balls to do that one live. I wrote that one when I was like 14. It's one of the only songs that survived since I was 14. I can hit a lot higher range than that. Damn, this thing's cool. So I like about this chords, it can move. Oh shit. Fingers kind of warmed up. I can probably play my electric now. I'm gonna play some music first, though. Sorry for any bad notes there. Oh, I should probably take the reverb off. See if this works. Interface we have to. Okay, this should. Nope, not you. Ashwords. No Ashwords. Oh, there wasn't a whole lot of reverb on there at all. Wish it had been. I like to hide my voice behind shit. Anyways, let's find some music to listen to. I ain't the one. I wish I knew what that was, man. I don't know if it's any good or not. I know it's got no lyrics. It's an instrumental. Let's listen to it.
Man, how about you shut the fuck up?
Please come. You don't have to stay sober with me. My road. Please come. I've waited so long to call you mine. I know, but the past is gone, the future is way too slow. You can go with me if you just come home. My rose, please come home. I cried, almost died when I saw you alone. I know, but the past is gone, the future is always unknown. You can come with me if you just come home. My road, please come. I guess I'll sit here and moan. I guess I'll get real stoned. I guess I'll just die alone without a rose of my own. I know, but the past is gone, the future is way too slow. You can come with me if you just come home. My road, you're just like me.
That was Quinn Rose. That was the last song I've recorded. Everything else will be pre-recorded stuff. And from here on out, I'm just gonna do it dumb. I'm gonna do it much more 90s style. There's like I got a whole logo that I drew rather than have like the Gerdma font. You know, how it doesn't look professional, but it looks like it's kind of been through like a studio, like the Mary in Hell, where it's raining blood on her and shit. Musica per los muertos, and then the graveyards along the way. It's much more produced than we would have ever done in the 90s. I think I'm just gonna start doing things more like the 90s and just like really like draw my own album covers and stuff. You know, I draw. I haven't drawn in a while. I draw pretty good. So enough that I could do an album cover for sure. I draw really abstract shit. Like I was tripping one time. I was tripping acid, and I drew this fucking piece of Swiss cheese floating. It's like a wheel of Swiss cheese floating through the sky through the living room, and the window was like really like droopy and saggy and twisted and shit, and the feet of the chair, I made them actual feet. Like one had a hoof, and the other one had a high heel, and the other one had like the one in the back was a rain spout where water's pouring out instead of being a foot, at all. The same, the same distance as pouring out water. There's just all kinds of fucked up shit. There was a candle that had a guy. It was like a detailed stick figure guy. I drew this guy. I've drawn this guy since I was in middle school. His name is Roy Manchester. It's just like nobody does stick, detailed stick. They do like stick animation, but nobody does like give him muscle tone, just enough that you can tell the fingers have. No one does that. And so I was drawing Roy, and he's got these three little things that come up at the top of his head. He's more like kind of like a reptile. He's got this big head, the big round head. I should draw it and show it. I've got it. I've got pictures. I don't know where I would have any. Probably my art tablet. I feel like waiting around to see some art. I'll put on some music while I go find it. About that. You can come. You can go. Before that, we're both two unfinished Gearman songs, On a Gray and Winter Day, and then before that was I don't even know. Oh, I Ain't the One. Yeah. I've got tons of songs like that. Like Make Me Clean. It's not. Actually, I finished Make Me Clean. Let me put that on. That's gonna be. I mixed that. Gearman and Tom. What am I talking about? Mixes. Older mixes. Oh, Willow Tree. Really like that. Let's go ahead and put that on right now.
Fucking completely blew the line.
Things I've seen, the willow tree. Things were great, just her and me. Now the willow tree is now the widower tree. Go away. I got out. of death said she's only playing games. Hard to nail her down with so many other names. A twist of fate, a twist of knife, and takes the blame. Falling, flying, maybe it's all the same. I'll take the hit again, and round we go. Down and down as if no one was supposed to know. Open up my eyes. A twist of fate, a twist of knife, and takes the blame. Falling, flying, maybe it's all the same. On this the heart of nothing barren to me. Hung to death, the truth lies cold, despair and dignity. It's on the kiss of death, said she's only playing games. Hard to nail her down with so many other names.
All right, so that was Seratize by Girdma. Before that was Gold Scented Jesus by Girdma. And then before that was Willow Tree by Girdma. So some of the, like the Roy Manchester stuff, like this would be kind of, it's Charlie T. Bright, isn't it? Look at that way. It's gonna be impossible. And then some of the stuff from like Shit I Draw. It's like kind of weird shit. Gotta get out of the light. It's too bright. It's on my end. What if I change this? No, I think it's the monitors too. There we go. Let's draw weird shit. I don't know. But the one that got me on the idea of dumb was I drew this back in like '98, somewhere around like that. I think this is like shortly after I got jumped. Yeah, I think that's why I had the eyes like that. One was beaten shut and one's beaten wide open. Yeah. And then that got me to doing like this logo here. And that got me to doing combining the two to this kind of shit, you know? So if I do, I won't have merchandise. I'll put the picture up and you can just print it if you want it. If you ever want a dumb shirt, this is just like on the face, you know, like on there. You can get it. It'll be whatever. Or on the back, whatever you want. Just like what was that place? There's a company that does them online. There's a bunch of companies that do them, but the one I got, this one actually, no, not this one. No, I have a Geardma one. That's really, really dope. It cost me like $28, I think. It's got it's just brown, kind of like this, and it has shit. My first album on Blue Effects, Highly Derivative. It's got the barcode on the back for. It's got like the front cover, and it's got the back cover, and on the bottom of the back cover, it's got the barcode. So if you wanted to actually get it, you could actually scan my shirt. Get it from Blue Effects. That's fucking dope, man. Seriously, legit. Scan my butt. Would a non-professional allow you to scan his butt? No. Professional. These are just junk. See, just junk. That's what I was trying to imitate the other one that I drew previously. I've tried several times to imitate some of the other pictures I've drawn before. Oh, I like this one here. This one's just I like that one. So yeah, the more I get. These are borders for my book that I drew. I did a book of poetry and art. Very inspired by Shel Silverstein. I don't know if that comes through or not, but then this one's pretty garbage, but I still put it in there anyways, just to have a border, you know. And then I I typed the poetry in between. The file size is fucking huge. It's best to be read just online. It's free anyways. I don't care. And then there's this one. Should be like this, of course. Well. And, I try to somewhat emulate like Royce, the one that I had before. It had like an actual spoon that he was sitting on, and there was smoke coming out of the thing on the top right there. But it was also he was kind of like he was on a diving board to go into the bong. And then this one I had back in my old days. I had a band that I was geared. Prophet Size became Geardma. Geardma's becoming dumb. Much like this. This was a picture that I drew that had Prophet's eyes in the wings. Well, it had the prophets in the wings, and then E, Y, and this was like an E, like a metal thing crossing the I, and ES. And yeah, the tail had like more drippy and shit like that. It was much more detailed there with like a bunch of like lines. It was bigger. It was a much bigger tablet. So yeah, but I should remember Roy Manchester when I needed to when I was writing my story, my novel, which is free online if you want to listen to the ebook and follow along with the map as I tell the story. The video follows along with the map. This is my solar idea. One-way mirror. You know what I mean? The one that lets the light in but doesn't let it out. And you got that's probably in the wrong place for the solar cell. If you had the solar cell in the center, if you opened it up, you could, you know, whatever. But other than that, once the light would pass through the glass in a sphere, it would just go inside and just start to bounce around inside there. And so if there's a solar cell, it'd always stay. Once light went inside, it'd always stay on. It'd actually probably keep bouncing and bouncing and bouncing until almost becoming a solid, because it'd be traveling at the speed of light, reflecting inside all the reflections around, especially in a sphere. Probably you might even get close to fusion. I don't know. It gets hot, doesn't it? You know, I mean, like a magnifying glass, you probably get really hot. Probably get close to fusion. If not, do it. Wouldn't that be fucking crazy? Instead of magic, like that's how they would do it. You know what I mean? Like the mages and Unia, I do this. Let's go with my story. I was telling the story, and as I was typing the story, I realized I need a fucking map, because I'm actually telling a lot of stuff, and I need to see where I'm actually going. So I took this and I put that into Photoshop, and then from there I made it into an actual like map that has like the cities and towns and stuff. And as I was going, I could label everything where I was going, so it's detailed to the, you know, the mountains. It describes the mountain, you know what I mean, and where it's at, and the map again from the, as it's telling the story, it follows along. I wish I could zoom in to like, you know, to my micro level and watch them actually doing it. I can probably get some CGI stuff going and probably do it eventually. Certain parts have to come in. And that would be pretty cool. I know how to run Poser and stuff like that. And DAZ 3D. Probably nothing else of really of value in here. I have a speaker system that I was designing to make it better, more efficient. Grimalkin. I've heard, yeah, for some reason I love that word. Grimalkin. Oh yeah, I made up some symbols for the coins in Unia. There was one that was really trippy. Oh, that was in my journal. It's a very shadowy, weird picture. Something fell out. No. Some of the weaponry from Unia. One of the creatures from Unia, what I'm trying to design. Just fucking weird shit. Terry Gilliam style, you know. I don't know why I like these. I don't know why I like them. I just do. And I started also drawing the main character from my story, but it didn't come out very well. Didn't come out right. I tried again, but didn't quite get it. I've never have been good with people. I could get hands. Oh my god, I used to like look at my hands and just like in class and just draw them. So yeah, I pay attention a lot of like hands and feet and stuff like that. So. Oh, old man, fold over. I've fallen and I can't get up. You guys don't remember that commercial? You guys don't know shit. Look that up. I've fallen and I can't get up. We used to. Oh my god, we used to make fun of that commercial. Help! I've fallen and I can't get up. It's just bad acting. It's just weird looking back, like, you know, I mean, I am 48 now, and just being able to look back, like, on the humor of the 80s, like, what was okay. There's so much stuff scrubbed from HBO's Comedy Hour. Holy shit. Because what was, I can see how it wasn't mean-spirited, but I can see how it could be taken. So I see why they took it down. I see, I'm not complaining at all. But like I said, I read Truly Tasteless joke books as a young biracial kid in the South. So it takes quite a bit if you get me right, I'm gonna actually be like, bravo. I haven't heard that one before. That's good. Wow, you really dug deep for that hatred. I gotta commend you because you didn't just go to the usual. No, and you nailed it too. Wow, good eye. You know what I mean? What are you, just like a racist, like biracial? There you are. Mexican. There you are. Russian Terminator. Not Russian Terminator. Fucking racist Terminator is what I was trying to say. Like someone touching my elbow. It's getting better. It was way fucking scabbed up, man. It's just getting better. Like I said, 48 years old. I've eaten shit on my bike like twice in the last week. Still got up and kept moving. My dog's my chiropractor, who I'm starting to see now. Like I said, I was hoping that after ketamine to be able to go see a chiropractor and get my neck popped. Right next to her. I had no idea. The name was called Pathways. I didn't know it was massage, and I especially didn't know they took my insurance. That there'd be no copay, it wouldn't be anything at all. I was just outside. I mean, the ketamine's not costing me. So I'm doing my thing there and just relaxing. I got one more time Monday. And then on the 8th time is when I'll go down and get my... Ooh! Did you hear that? It's ready to pop, because what he did today when he pulled it, I mean, I was like, yeah, it's not ready right now because my muscle had already started to re-tighten up and refresh. If I can talk to Kate, like, can I just go? I hear you, I understand, but can I just go like right now? You know what I mean? I'm just going right next door. I know they're connected. You can come check them, you know, whatever. I just need to get this pop real fast. Would you even recommend it? If my blood pressure is looking good, it would be all right to do it, and my neck is so malleable right now. If I were ever going to get this popped, it would probably pop right now. Please. You see me walking around. I get up and go get the candies all the time and shit, you know, like if it's like the bitter taste in my mouth, which it does. It's pretty bitter. The drip is fucking, but it's worth it. That's one of those ones that, like, I go in there and I was like, I don't. You never look forward to a Keta drip. I don't know how they're taking it before, but this is the way to do it. This is the way to do it. One, you're under medical supervision. I can tell you whether or not you should even be taking it at all. Here's the thing. I'm only on I had a little bit elevated blood pressure. Being honest, I was rationing my tramadol because early in the month I had fucked up, you know. So I was rationing off a bit more, you know what I mean, than I usually do. So, especially the last time I was in there. And today it was just great numbers, even after, because sometimes it got up to like 180 over 110 for a bit, you know, and then it came back down to like 140 over 90. So they definitely don't want to stay there, and so just keep taking the blood pressure medication, so that way it goes up. It goes up to like max. She said she wants to see like about 110, 120 over 80. I'll take their word for it. I don't know. She knows more than I do. As far as that goes, you know. As far as the ketamine, I think they probably might know a little bit more. Inside looking out for you. No, they're doing a audit soon, and they're seeing how like everything's working, you know. And I'll be part of when they do the audit. I'm definitely when I'm done with the induction, I'll definitely tell them. If they need to talk to anybody about anything, I'm happy to talk about it. I'll let them read my journal if they want to, you know. That's how, I mean, yeah. I don't give a fuck. But if they ever need like explanation of like, you know, what was going on, like read this or quick. Yeah, alright, yeah, that makes a little more sense. Yeah, doesn't it? 'Cause I slowed down by writing it down. I was slowing it down like so much. Is this broken? Looks like it. Oh well. It needs a tester when you're doing the rester, right? So, I don't know, what are we going at? 1 hour and 50. Wow, 2 hours already. I'm gonna call it good right now. I don't even know what time it is. It's probably about time to take my 5. I got a little bit of time before work. I mean, I can take it, but I don't need it. I don't need it. I really, like I said, I got to the bottom of why I'm doing so many opiates and shit like that and whatever. And so now I'm just ha ha da 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 da. Now that I'm just doing what I need, you know. That's cool. It's just like a twist of mind. It's just a change of thought process. And like I said, the difference is like the reason people have to come back is because it doesn't stick. Like a thought or a dream. You know, a dream is like, imagine like you had a dream that was really, really, really awesome. And you wake up and it's totally feasible and totally possible. It's within your grasp. You know, I mean, you believe it. It's going to happen. But then within like a week or so of not taking it, you lose that belief as reality starts to take the belief from you. But that's what the Bible promises, man. Forgiveness and forever. So what you're probably thinking when you go in there is probably what's making you sad, and it's probably what's going to be fixed. I just take it as a lesson, you know, all the stuff that I like, what's good and what's bad. You know what I mean? Knowledge of good and evil. What is good? What is bad? It's interesting. You know what I mean? Maybe God never wanted to know. You know, He wanted everything to just be good. And something bad happened. It was unexpected. And He's like, okay, well, let's see where this goes. And here we are on this path. Doesn't mean this is the original path. We could have had a complete fucking circle, just working and working and working. And then one time something bad happens. Let's see where this goes. Oh, okay, right back here. Okay, yeah, then we're just, you know what I mean? Or something better. Oh, okay, I got what you're saying. Yeah, 2 is way better than 1. Oh, yeah. Because we can go this way. We can go this way. We can do this. We can do this. We can do that. Forever. We keep flipping around. We can make it in 3D. We can now make it in, you know. We can join together and, you know what I mean? One touches the other. Making a toroidal energy. Polar opposites. Okay, so that would make. Hang on. The magnet. Fuck, it's there. I'm gonna have to go work on that. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. Wow, that would be like unlimited energy. Unlimited. There's no, I mean, the only thing you could do is actually add to it, because it is everything. So all you could do is add to it. So it become more of everything. It's starting to make my head hurt, dude. So I think I'm gonna head out. Let's go out with one song, huh? How about that? We got 3 minutes. Let's not do some gear. Let's do something else. We can. Ah, fuck it, it's my show. What a way to go.